Hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, if all of you only knew what goes on before we start the record button.
The preparation, the notes.
The humor, the action, the entertainment.
That's right.
Well, all that stuff's behind us. Let's get down to business.
That's right. And the first thing that we're going to talk about is actually a great joy, and that is that we have folks who are worshiping with us in a new way for the first time. And we don't yet have all of our welcome mechanisms back in place. The Nurture Commission is talking this week about bringing back Lafia hosts and name tags, and that will help all of us immensely. And it will be good to encourage connecting with folks who are maybe not so new. Maybe they've moved in within the last year, but have joined us online the way many of us have. So we can be attentive to one another.
Boy, the moving to the live stream only, we put a lot of things aside. We did a lot of things differently. And then coming back again, trying to figure out what we want to pick up again, how to do that is a bit tricky. So I'm glad we're paying attention to that. And really, as you're saying, Amy, we have to rely on the congregation, all of us, to be that expression of hospitality, and then also put some patterns and practices into place that'll help us do that. Right. I do want to say something. Amy can't say this, so I'm going to say it. Amy's still trying to figure out who all of you are. And with your masks and having maybe seen you once or twice or in a different context, it's tough. So please introduce yourself again to Amy, and don't be embarrassed about that. Don't feel awkward about that. Make that part of our hospitality practice too, because it's hard to get to know people if you don't get to see them on a regular basis. And a year in, as you are, would feel a lot different if we had been together all the time with our faces not covered. So that's my plug for hospitality, not just to new people, but to new pastors. How's that?
Well, that's terrific. And I have a lot of empathy for those who are joining us in a new way. So names all around.
Yes. And we look forward to this Sunday to worship, but then also we have some things happening after worship. So Amy, you want to talk about for kids?
Yes, it's the first Sunday of the month, which means Peace Patch at 10:45. And so the kids can join me in the Peace Patch hallway in the West Wing, in the children's wing. And I'm excited to be with them for that 15 minutes of connection.
And while that's going on, we're going to be adults in the sanctuary doing the annual conference wrap-up meeting, the report from the delegates. We'll also show the annual conference wrap-up video and have time for questions and answers. And I have a handout, a paper handout that has the kind of wrap-up summary on it. And I think Kayla's going to send that out with the Friday bulletin and whatnot. So you can have a chance to look at that ahead of time if you'd like to. But if not, we'll be passing those out during the Sunday school hour during the annual conference wrap-up time.
Looking ahead,
Yep.
A little bit more. On the weekend of September 11th and 12th, I mentioned last week a little bit that the youth would be going on a retreat, and we're going to be going on a retreat at Camp Mac on September 11th and 12th.
Oh, good.
It was good to have a youth and parents meeting this past Sunday to connect with the youth and their parents, talk a little bit about some upcoming activities. And that's one of them that's coming up here quickly. And then also on that weekend, on September 12th in the evening, the gates are going to open at the Wabash Drive-In at 7:30, and then around 8:30-ish, they're going to start the movie Good Trouble. And that event is going to be sponsored by our church as well as the Manchester University Peace Studies Institute. So we're looking forward to that event on the 12th. And then there'll be a follow-up discussion on the following Sunday, on September 19th. and we'll be gathering for a Zoom discussion. And we talked a little bit just about welcome of folks, but this is an opportunity again for anyone who might be at a distance or who might not be able to come. They can watch the movie however they want if they can't make it at the drive-in, and we can all participate on Zoom and have a discussion at 7 p.m. on the 19th. So we're looking forward to that, as well as thinking about ways to continually be in community with one another, not just our welcome on Sunday mornings, but a community that we know many people are still watching the live stream on Sundays, people watching from a distance, or they just can't be with us in person right now as well. So keep thinking about how we can be in community with one another. Maybe that's a good place to leave us for.
That's a very good place to land. Thanks.
All right. Have a good rest of the week.
Bye-bye, everyone.